this is the biggest short opportunity of 2020. I'm talking whatever you decide to put in, shorting this company, you could literally go 10x if this company goes full bankrupt, which I believe is inevitable. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start because there is so much information out there that is being entirely ignored. Now, I don't know if it's the fanboy cult religious aspect around Elon and Tesla, but people are literally ignoring the most crucial information about this company. From the fourth quarter of 2015 to the second quarter of 2020, Tesla's solar deployment has dropped 88%. Talk about a growth company, right? Now, you might be asking yourself, what is the relevance of this photo right here to this chart? Well, let me provide some backstory on that. In Q4 2016, all three of Elon's companies were very close to bankruptcy and needed funding. He came out with a product reveal of a solar panel tile. So screw putting a whole solar panel on your roof. Have these solar panel tiles. Make the house look very sleek and modern. Can't even tell it that it has solar, right? But here's the thing. It is heavily speculated that this product, when revealed, never actually existed. Now, I don't know that for a fact because I did not, grab the tile from Elon's hands in 2016 and put it on my own house and try and see if it worked, right? So I don't know for sure, but I just want to point a lot of speculation that this product never existed and was outright fraud to secure funding to prevent the three companies from bankruptcy. Similar to Theranos, where they, brought in all their investors and they displayed, the machine that somehow gets your blood, but it doesn't poke your skin and doesn't hurt or anything. Yeah, well, at Theranos, the product they showed the investors literally did not work at all. So, just keep that in mind. I just find it really odd that if he came out with kick-ass tile solar panels, dude, I gotta give it to him. That's a hell of an idea. I would have never thought of that. I would actually like to have that on future real estate because that's just kick-ass, right? But why is it that after this launch, solar deployment fell off a cliff? Why? How did they come out with a kick-ass product that I assume was, not crazy expensive, but, not super affordable, but kind of right in the range where it's like, hey, if you got money and you want to live a luxurious lifestyle, you could get these solar panel tiles, right? Now, why did deployment fall off a cliff after this insane product was, quote, released? So here is Tesla's quarterly revenue on just the energy side of things, which is essentially just solar and then this little battery you can hook up to your house where you can store energy in it, either from the grid or from solar, so you can use it during an outage. Yeah, lot of growth here. Lot of growth. I think the better word would be flatlined. Because you gotta also consider that part of this quarterly revenue is our tax dollars. I kid you not. The regulatory credits that Tesla gets. This revenue flatlined even with free money from the government. Interesting, right? So let's just get something straight real quick. In the span of 5 years, Tesla's solar deployment drops 88%. And in the span of 2 years, Tesla's energy quarterly revenue flatlines, which includes regulatory tax credits, aka your tax dollars. But even with all this, their energy business falling off a cliff, the revenue's flatlining. Elon Musk then says yesterday, I think long term, Tesla Energy will be roughly the same size as Tesla Automotive. How big is the energy sector? Bigger than automotive. Okay, well, yeah, the energy sector is a big sector. There's no doubt about that. But why is the energy side of your business falling off a cliff? And why is the quarterly revenue flatlining? And their energy generation in storage, it accounts for just 6% of Tesla's revenue. Could it be that he knows, it's really no surprise that the demand for Teslas are falling off a cliff. The used Teslas are absolutely flooding the used car market below market value. Tesla, the company, they're selling fleets of cars to Chinese resellers to, get those cars off their books because they're not selling. I'm not saying it's their fault because we've got this whole coronavirus pandemic and / economic recession coming up. It's like, well, yeah, demand falls off a cliff. But in the quarterly report, Elon states that it's not a demand problem. Not a demand problem. So it seems as though, from my speculation, that the automotive side isn't doing good. So now he wants to pivot to energy. Because these Teslas, why would they sell a fleet? Why would they sell a fleet? Hang on. Tesla sells fleets to China. Yeah. Tesla may have engaged in heavily discounted China fleet sale to hit its Q2 20 delivery figure. Now, but Elon says demand's not the problem, though. It's not a demand problem. But why have the price of Teslas been slashed numerous times over the last year? It would make sense that they're slashing prices because less people are buying, and then they're now selling fleets of these cars to Chinese resellers even cheaper just for the simple fact of getting the cars off their books and cutting their losses. So, but Elon says it's not a demand problem. But then he pivots to saying the renewable... that's someone else. No, we're talking about... I lost it. Anyways, point being, it's like, okay, cars aren't working out. So now it's like, okay, energy is going to be the big thing about Tesla, which what's funny is Enron, we all know what Enron is. They were also an energy company as well. So, interesting to say the least. Yo. Hey. Real quick. There is no demand problem with Tesla. There's no demand problem. Elon clearly said in the most recent earnings call that there is not a demand problem. It's a supply problem. Okay. So Tesla's electric vehicle market share in Norway, Netherlands, and Spain dropped 78% in 1 quarter. How is it that over the course of about 2 years, you have steady growth in these 3 markets, and all of a sudden, it crashes 78%? How does this happen? Clearly, it's a supply issue, because when you run out of your supply, market share goes down, right? That's how it works, because people are just buying so much of your product that you don't have enough supply, market share drops. I don't know about that. That's why I speculate fraud at this company. I also find it kind of weird how the most innovative company in the world, their R&D expenses have actually been dropping. So, yeah, I don't know exactly how much innovation they're really doing. Here's where it gets really weird and fishy. Almost as if someone's cooking the books. Perhaps that's why Tesla's former top accountant exited the company after only 1 month on the job. Maybe he looked at the books and went, yeah, I don't want to have my name tied with this. Just speculation. All right, so back to the original chart at hand. Here's a list in alphabetical order of all the major automakers that are active in the United States. And they don't exactly say what these figures are, but I'm like 99% positive this is, vehicles sold or vehicles delivered. See, here's the thing. Since Tesla is the only automaker that sells like directly to their customer, versus these other car companies with the whole like dealership model. I believe for these other companies, this is cars sold, but then for Tesla, it's cars delivered, right? So Tesla is the only car company that saw growth year over year with coronavirus. So all these big companies, all of these big car company boys who have been in the game for decades, coronavirus causes them to take a massive hit. But somehow, Tesla is the only one that actually sold more cars. I'm not buying it. I really am not buying it. Because Tesla's been like we talked earlier in the video, Tesla's been slashing prices on their cars like crazy and selling the fleets, which is which is actually probably why it's higher. The fleet selling. So I just find this so odd and fishy and weird, and just I don't even want to like I don't want to say fraud, but I mean, how the hell is every automaker in the red? Which I believe this is year over year. This chart isn't very specific, but they're the only automaker in the green in terms of cars sold. While demand's falling off a cliff. I'm not sure about that. Record COVID-19 cases reported to 284,000 new cases worldwide in the last 24 hours. Yeah. So what the hell? How's Tesla growing during all this? Well, this just can't. I mean, it's just fishy, It's just fishy. Like they're playing around with the books. And the thing is, we know they play around with their books. It's already out there with proof that they shift numbers around and they don't associate like R&D and with their actual cost of manufacturing the car. They consider warranty work goodwill in their accounting. So we already kind of know they're cooking the books. It's proof. It's out there. So, yeah. Very, very, very fishy. Just so you know, Tesla sales in Western Europe fell by 18% in the first half of 2020. But Elon still says there's no demand problem. I mean, you could just say like, hey, our sales are falling off because of COVID, and we can't really, do anything about it. Because that's the thing. It's like, I feel like they're getting hit hard because of COVID, right? But then they still want to make it look like they're profiting, they're doing great. But it's like, dude, just say, yeah, COVID, economic recession, it's affecting our sales, but we're going to still, work and innovate to, get back our numbers. But no, it's like, oh, no, there's no demand problem. When there is a demand problem with every auto manufacturer in the world. But with Tesla, there's just no demand problem. It's like, what the hell? At what point do you call bullshit? At what point do you call bullshit and say, look, man, are you being fraudulent? Because there's a demand problem. It's there. California, Tesla, new car registrations in Q2 2020 down 48%. Now, I don't have any facts or statistics on this specifically, but I will guarantee you, without looking at any sort of data or numbers, California is the number one selling state for Teslas. I know that for a damn fact, okay? I live in California. Every time I go out, I see tons of Teslas. It kind of pisses me off. It's kind of cool in another way, seeing your short contracts like out on the road. But yeah, California is a major market for Tesla. And in Q2 2020, the new car registrations were down 48%. Next up, this just came out 2 days ago. Warning, Tesla appears to be selling regulatory credits based on cars Tesla may not have yet sold to people who have not paid for them. Gave a fresh, weird explanation for accounts receivable. So selling regulatory credits based on cars Tesla have not yet sold, and on those same cars, people who have not paid for them. What's that company that starts with E and ends in Enron? Weren't they doing the same thing where they had big deals going down and then they would just put the deals on their books as if they were closed and done, but they were absolutely not done and not paid for? I mean, is Tesla, like, are they taking notes from Enron and incorporating it into that business? Because there's a lot of parallels with Tesla and Enron. Enron, energy company. Tesla, trying to be an energy company and calling themselves an energy company. Enron, heavy government subsidies and regulatory tax credits. Tesla, heavy government subsidies and regulatory tax credits. Enron, shit tons of debt. Tesla, shit tons of debt. Enron, cooking the books. Tesla, cooking the books. Enron, $100 million deal with Blockbuster. And they put it down on the books as paid. Blockbuster paid us, deal's done. Yeah, that's good profit for the quarter. Tesla, now they're selling regulatory credits based on the cars they haven't even sold yet? Oh, dude. I mean, what? They both have nutty CEOs. I mean, we can keep going on forever here. Enron, the company lasted 16 years before bankruptcy. Tesla, they're now in their 17th year. I mean, I'm not stopping here though. We're gonna keep going. I got more stuff to talk about, so let's just keep it going. Tesla fans love to taunt the fact that the last 4 quarters Tesla's been profitable. Let's look at that. So here is Tesla's quarterly GAAP net income minus automotive regulatory credits. So, yeah. Oh, the last 4 quarters have been profit. They've turned a profit every quarter. Yeah. You know what? 1 quarter. Yeah, 1 quarter in the last 4. Yeah, they did. They technically did. They made what? A McDonald's McChicken? I mean, because look at this. Without the regulatory credits, I mean, it doesn't even look like they can survive. Like, once Uncle Sam cuts the subsidy and regulatory credit umbilical cord, how the hell would this company actually operate? Look, even here, Q1 2019, minus $900 million, almost $1 billion freaking dollars in 1 quarter without the regulatory credits. So, like with Enron, with Tesla, at what point does the government pull the plug and go, okay, we've supported you for long enough. All right, handle your shit on your own. Make some profit now. So, on to the next one. People love to tout Tesla as a growth company, but if you look at the last 2.5 years of quarterly revenue, not exactly growth. Not exactly the explosive growth like people say it has. When in reality, it's just the stock's booming, but revenue is flatlining. And that is considering the fact that we are assuming that their quarterly revenue reports are not cooked and that these are real numbers. All right. I think that's enough data and statistics for today. I think you guys get the point. Now, let's get into the reality of the product these guys are selling. No, actually, that was a lie. One more chart. Tesla plus Solar City plus Elon Musk, new legal actions by year. When the Model S came out in 2012, they had a total of 14 lawsuits in that 1 year, all 3 entities combined, right? And then from 2012 to 2019, The lawsuits grew by a whopping 1,892%. This is not something to be ignored. I want you guys to understand that major shareholders of Tesla are actually suing Elon. Okay. Also, do you know that there's internal disputes going on with the board and the shareholders, and they are wanting to remove the current CEO, which is like Robin something? Yeah, by the way, Elon's not the CEO of Tesla. Because of the securities fraud that he committed back in, I believe, 2018, yeah, SEC forced him to step down as CEO, and then now he's just chairman of the board. And guess what? The shareholders are actually trying to get rid of Musk. Believe it or not. And it's not just the shareholders and the big boys that are suing Musk and Tesla. It also happens to be, what's that? A plethora of class action lawsuits due to serious quality and safety issues on these Teslas? Let's get more into that. Business Insider. Leaked emails from 2012 reveal that Tesla knew its Model S battery had a design flaw that could lead to breakdowns and fires, but it sold the cars anyway. It's unclear when the design flaw was fixed. I don't think it was. I don't think it was ever fixed. Oh, that's just a Tesla naysayer. They purposely set that up to make Tesla look bad. Yeah, so look at all these gosh darn naysayers purposely lighting their Teslas on fire just to make Elon look bad, man. Look at all these naysayers, guys. All these naysayers. I mean, and we're just on the tip of the iceberg here with the quality control. Oh, God. All right. Let's keep it going. Hey, well, at least the National Highway Traffic Safety Association is probing Teslas over possible design flaws in older Model S cars. Tesla is facing a NHTSA probe over possible design flaw in older Model S battery packs that could be problematic. The issue involves parts in the cooling mechanism that was in Tesla Model S vehicles from 2012-2016, and it could render the battery pack useless or even cause fires. Boom. NHTSA confirmed to the Los Angeles Times that they're investigating the issue. Business Insider obtained. Yep. Found out about that. Ooh. Oh, this is the specific email? Whoa, I've actually never even seen this. This is kind of exciting. Okay, the emails show that Tesla had the parts tested. The emails show that Tesla had the parts tested twice, and both analyses show defects. They reported in August 2012, the part was tested again. Tesla sent the part to Exponent, an engineering and scientific consulting firm. According to internal emails reviewed by Business Insider, Tesla was concerned because the end fittings on the cooling coils were not staying together, and as such were a source of leakage. Got all that heat down there and that gigantic battery. Get a little leak. I mean, dude. One Tesla employee described them as hanging by a thread. Oh, man. So, the NHTSA investigation involves 63,000 Model S vehicles. Now, what happens when the government forces 63,000 Model S recalls? Do you think with the very limited parts availability because of the non-mass manufacturing of parts and the amount of people that don't work on Teslas, mom and pop shops won't touch Teslas, or regular mechanic shops don't touch Teslas, the only people that can work on Teslas really is Tesla. And with all this crap that's going on with the company, you throw 63,000 Model S recalls in their face. Do you think they really have the time, the resources, and the funds to fix every single Model S that might have this issue between 2012 and 2016? 63,000 cars. 63,000 cars. What do they sell for new? 100K, right? I should know this math in my head. I haven't been in school in a while. That is, my calculator can't even freaking, dude, that's that right there. And guys, there's more NHTSA probes. This is just one. Like I said, we're getting to the tip of the iceberg. This is just one. That's $6.3 billion worth of Model S's, considering that they were, purchased new at that price. Yeah, $6.3 billion worth of vehicles they got to recall? I don't know if they have the funds, the time, or the resources to do all those recalls. Because my personal theory is that because Tesla had the mindset of quantity over quality, and I mean, dude, look at any Tesla you see on the road. Look at the panel gaps. They are 100% of the time always uneven / crooked / overlapping. It's with this company, it's all about Wall Street and it's all about propping up share price. At this company, it's literally quantity over quality, which you can do that. That's fine. But when it comes to bite you in the ass, you better fix your damn mistake. Let's keep going. Let's actually look at the next National Highway Traffic Safety Association probe, because we might not be looking at 63,000 cars. We might be looking at a total of 500,000 Teslas that have to get recalled. I think the forced government regulation recall. What's a good way of saying that? Regulators essentially, they're demanding it. Like, they're demanding you're recalling all these. I mean, I just don't see this going well. I do not see this going well. Because, again, they got to fix all these cars, and there ain't no customer paying for the service. So, oh my God. All right, next one. Ooh, all right, we are getting into the good stuff. January 17th, 2020. Oh, man, we're really 3 weeks into 2020. God, I can't wait for this year to be over. Federal agency looking into Tesla driver complaints of sudden unintended acceleration. Jeez, can you say lawsuit city or a lawsuit country? Because sudden unintended acceleration? I mean, I think there is a literal infinite amount of things that could go wrong with this. Imagine that. You're driving a Tesla, and let's say, like, if you drive a Tesla for an hour, and let's just say you're guaranteed to get unintended acceleration once. Like, imagine everything that could go wrong. Wow. No, I don't like CNBC. No. The U.S. agency, NHTSA again, that can mandate vehicle recalls. NHTSA is evaluating Tesla drivers' complaints of sudden unintended acceleration. Historically, NHTSA receives I didn't go to college, so I don't know how to pronounce that. Receives complaints about possible unintended acceleration and incidents. Jeez. And a wide number of vehicles. When investigated, most have been attributed to driver error, such as misapplication of pedals. Yeah, this is a little bit of that mainstream media bias, because I've written these reports specifically. Tesla vehicles include new technologies like autopilot, and advanced driver assistance system, and rapid acceleration. All right, CNBC has learned that an independent investor, Brian Sparks, submitted a petition to the NHTSA and its Office of Defects Investigations, asking them to look into the driver's claims. The petition includes a collection of 127 complaints that were either submitted to the government by Tesla owners or others filing on their behalf. These complaints, when tallied, allege that the unintended acceleration of Tesla electric vehicles may have contributed to or caused 110 crashes and 52 injuries. All right. One example, Terry was driving a new 2019 Tesla Model 3 in the summer of 2019, she says, when the vehicle system apparently failed and the car accelerated suddenly. She regained control of the Model 3, but was badly shaken by the incident. I know one of them was like, these guys were going through a car wash and the thing just went right into the rear end of someone else's car. Oh, and by the way, they also have... This just keeps getting better. Like, I'm reminding myself of how bad this company actually is. So Terry also said that some airbags in her vehicle failed to deploy. Now, oh my God, do I want to swear and cuss right now? But dude, it's so bad that not only do these airbags fail to deploy, that don't quote me on this, but I believe the airbags, I know they're made by somebody else, but I think they're made by China. Anyways, there's something in these airbags where they, like, when they pop out, they can, like, do something wrong, and then they catch a bit of shrapnel and then throw metal. I mean, it's bad. Like, it is bad. So it's very common that these airbags don't even go off, but when they do, they can be close to deadly, because an airbag throwing shrapnel, just a random ass piece of metal or, heavy piece of polymer, or just anything, I mean, that's gonna do some pretty good damage. So, anything else here? Oh, so NHTS said in a notice about the petition that the scope of these allegations are broad and could apply to 500,000 Tesla vehicles, including Model 3, Model S, Model X, and SUVs made from 2013 to 2019. So now we're looking at potential 500,000 Teslas forcing recalls. Now, what if they were to force 500,000 Teslas worth of recalls, but it's multiple recalls? It's for the airbag, it's for the unintended acceleration, it's for the touchscreen failure, which we'll get into here in the next one. You got the unintended acceleration. I mean, you got the cars catching on fire. Dude, the AI literally thinks like certain things are stop signs and certain things are green lights when they're not. Yeah, 500,000 cars times 100,000, you're looking at $50 billion in cars worth of recalls. So again, if the NHTSA really cracks down and these lawsuits go through the court system and they get finalized and they go, oh my God, the government gave so much damn money to this company, and they turned around and caused a plethora of safety issues for the citizens of America. So, yeah. That is, that's really my end goal theory. Is that's just one of the things that are going to cause them to go bankrupt. But the main one, in my opinion, is going to be the NHTSA laying down the law, going, okay, Elon, we gave you all this money. All right, boom, recall time. Recall all these suckers. Safety, buddy. Because here's the thing. If, like, the NHTSA, let's say, like, whatever, La La Land or theoretical scenario, let's say, like, they get paid off or something and they turn a blind eye. I mean, now you're bringing a lawsuit to that, what am I trying to say here? Government organization, NHTSA. So I think the recalls are going to be the Achilles heel, because they paid no attention to quality control when manufacturing these things in their tents. Oh, you think I'm kidding? Like, you think I'm kidding? Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know what? I wonder why these cars are built like such shit. I don't know. It could be the Gigatent. The Gigatent, man. I mean, dude, it's the Gigatent. Largest car company in the world, everyone. Building their cars in a tent. Man, I'm so surprised that there's quality control. Oh, Tesla factory caught on fire in Fremont. I wonder why. Oh, man. All right. Let's keep the ball rolling. I think we got one more NHTSA probe to go over. June 24th, 2020. National Safety Agency opens probe into touchscreens on Tesla Model S cars. We were just talking about this in the last one on a CNBC article. And it's these screens are just straight up failing prematurely. And if you've seen the inside of a Tesla before, it's not like a traditional automobile where you just have buttons and gauges and all these things just all over the car you can press and use to, like, assist your driving or whatever you're doing while you're driving. With Tesla, everything is the screen. I'm talking like literally everything, like all those buttons you usually have, like in your car, like your car you have right now. Think of all the little dials and buttons and gauges and all that stuff, right? Like that mechanical stuff built into the dash or the center console to, assist you with whatever. With Teslas, that is the screen. The screen has all of that. All of that. So it can really bring up a safety concern in these 159,000 Teslas in which this was used, of when the touchscreen just completely fails, because the touchscreen is literally your gateway to the car. Like it says down here, it says another complaint said the failure disabled safety monitors associated with Tesla's driver assistance system, Autopilot. Yeah, one driver said he cannot clear fog windows because he cannot change climate controls. We'll see my BMW. You gotta press a button. All right, let's keep it going because we're not done yet. So I want to go ahead and get into the insurance premium discussion because I feel like this is one of the main factors driving the absolute flooding of used Teslas on the used car market. I'm not going to do it for you guys on this video, but feel free, go to Car Gurus, Auto Tempest, Cars.com, eBay, and I want you to look at all Teslas for sale, and I promise you, you will see pages upon pages upon pages upon pages. And you may also know that on Car Gurus, 99% of them, 95% of them are below market value. Now, why do people sell anything under market value? It's because they really want to get rid of it. And when a lot of people really want to get rid of something, it's kind of its own story in itself. The reason for that, sky-high insurance premiums. I called Geico personally about, I'll say 5 to 6 weeks ago, when I was kind of really first discovering, like, wow, this company is really garbage. So I called Geico, and 20 years old, no accidents, no tickets. I do speed a lot, but never been caught or anything. And a little couple skirts here and there. But 20 years old, young male, so of course, like, the insurance is going to be high on anything. But if I wanted to buy a used Tesla Model S, my insurance would be $600 a month on a used Tesla Model S. Now, again, I know it's going to be, lower for actual Tesla buyers who are maybe in their, late 20s, early 30s, that kind of thing. But for my current BMW, which when I went to go buy it, I did have a sticker price of $35. I obviously got the price lower because I'm negotiating. But the insurance on my car is like $200 a month for me, and that's my car plus I get to drive my dad's 3 cars that he owns, right? So it's like, okay, $200 for all that at 20, like, that's kind of a deal because I'm high risk, right? I'm high risk. But with Tesla, I would be paying $600 a month in insurance premium. Now, why is that? Tesla does not produce parts at mass scale for the mass of the world, and therefore, when there's less supply, the price goes boom, boom, boom. Oh, and guess what? When you get in a car accident with your Tesla and the insurance company has to pay for the repairs, not just the parts, but also the labor, nobody works on them except for specifically Tesla. And what do you know with free markets? When only one person can do something for a certain product, or one person is like pretty much the only guy that can do it, yeah, goes sky high. And that is why you see this, which is $36,000 of damage. That should not be $36,000 worth of damage. Like, you are damn near totaling the car because someone essentially rear-ended you. Yeah, that is not right. And that's because the labor and the parts are insanely high. That is why the insurance premiums are going sky high. And then during Elon's mental breakdown, God, when was that? Jeez, like 2 months ago? When Elon had his mental breakdown, he said, oh, Tesla, we're going to insure all our Teslas. Yeah, that's because insurance companies are charging way too damn much, but they have to. They have to. So, again, another reason why they are flooding the used car market. Oh my God, I just found this right now. So today Elon tweets, another government stimulus package is not in the best interest of the people, IMO. Oh man, Bernie comes in with some heat. He says, what a hypocrite. Elon Musk has received billions, specifically about 400 million in just Q2 2020. What a hypocrite. Elon Musk has received billions in corporate welfare from U.S. taxpayers. Now he wants to stop 30 million Americans who lost jobs from receiving $600 a week in unemployment benefits, while his wealth has gone up by $46.7 billion over the past 4 months. Pathetic. So I gotta say, as a Tesla short holder, I kind of like Musk getting flamed, but at the same time, I gotta be morally, honest and say, I kind of think Elon's right. I get, Bernie, I get the whole, what a hypocrite. He received billions, from U.S. taxpayers for his company. So I get that. And I do like that Elon did get grilled by him. But at the same time, though, I do understand what he's saying. Because all that's happening is, okay, yeah, you're getting, what $1,200. But what people got to understand is that people with savings accounts that are holding cash, all that's happening is, like, yeah, they're getting money from the government, but the dollars that they were already holding are now more worthless than they were before. So that's where I kind of get what Elon's saying. And like most of the stimulus packages, by the way, I think it was like 5% of it actually went to people. The other 90% was like businesses and shit. So I kind of get what Musk is saying, but I also kind of get what Bernie's saying at the same time too. But, oh my God, Elon, what? Wait, another government stimulus package is not in the best interest of the people. As a reminder, I'm in favor of universal basic income. I've never seen someone contradict themselves so fast. No, another government stim, $1,200 to everyone, is not in the best interest of the people. As a reminder, I'm in favor of universal basic income. So what Musk is saying is that a 1 month, one-time government stimulus payment package is not in the best interest of the people, but doing that every single month he's in favor of. I mean, I don't get this guy sometimes. It's either he's being just a complete... It's either he's being a complete asshole or he's being a huge man-child, or, I mean, what is that? How are you going to say you don't want, or like, how are you going to say that another gov stim is not in the best interest of the people, which I agree with that. But then he says, as a reminder, I'm in favor of universal basic income, which is literally the same thing. The universal basic income is this, but every month. So, I mean... How can you tell me this is not Enron 2.0? I mean, what else is he tweeting today? Oh, Twitter sucks. I just don't think this guy's head straight, to be honest. Like, if you listen to the second quarterly earnings call, he really sounded like a nervous wreck and could barely talk. Oh, and by the way, he did tell the SEC, if you have children in the room, I'd suggest turn down the volume right now. I hope you turned it down. But Elon, through a tweet of, saying, hey, guess what the acronym is? Elon did tell the SEC to suck his cock. Literally. And please don't report me for report this video for me saying that, but he actually did say that. Elon Musk. And why would Elon all of a sudden lash out on Twitter against the SEC? It's because they're probing his ass and he doesn't like it. They're sniffing around his books and he doesn't like it, and then called them the Short Seller Enrichment Commission. And then he said, like, hey, like SEC, suck Elon's, he basically like kind of said that in a tweet. So out of nowhere, I found that very, very odd early this July, how he just all of a sudden just lashes out against the SEC. And on this Q2 earnings call, the guy's a nervous wreck. The guy is a I can just hear it in his voice. There are things going on in his head that are really, really bothering him. And you just put the puzzle pieces together, man. He just all of a sudden, him and the SEC haven't had a good history, and now he's lashing out at them again, literally telling them to suck his, like, dude, this is not a true leader of the world's largest car company. I hope you guys know that Tesla is actually the world's largest car company right now. And also a fun fact is Tesla produces 29 times less cars than Toyota. And Tesla makes the same amount of Teslas as Ford does with just their truck line. Yeah. Did someone say bubble? Did someone say Enron 2.0? Because $300 billion valuation and companies that are worth 90% less you are making the same amount of vehicles on just their trucks. Okay. Toyota. I don't know what they are. I think they're like either number 3 or number 2 largest car company in the world. Toyota has 12 major factories in the US. There's 2 factories in the US for Tesla right now. So it's just like, dude, all these other car companies are absolutely whooping Tesla's ass in terms of real production, real sales, and real business. Think about that. Toyota produces 29 times more vehicles than Tesla does. But somehow Tesla's number 1 car company in the world. My friends, this is another Enron. I just have to say it. This is another Enron. And I'm going to be completely stone cold honest. I invested upwards of 10 grand into Tesla put contracts or Tesla put options, which I'll explain a little more about that later on. If you actually are interested in shorting this company, how you can really go about that. And the thing is, though, no, I'm not being an absolute numbnut and buying super short-term expiring contracts. So I have one Tesla 430 strike expiring September 18th. And then I got one Tesla, 420 strike. 420. I think Elon would like that. Expiring October 16th. And then my actual big contracts, I think I paid $400 for the September one, then $600 for the October one. Those more short term. But then I have one 430 strike price 2021 put that cost me $2 grand. And then I have the almighty 2022 put. This contract expires in literally 2.5 years. So I'm giving Tesla a long window to go bankrupt for my profitability. And the 2022 contract costed me a gold bar. I obviously knew gold was going to keep going up, but I really wanted to move my gold. I had a Palm Suisse 100 gram, and I sold it for $5,600. Dude, when I sold my gold bar, the gold broker gave me market price, which is rare, and they gave me market value for it. It was $5,600, and I put 5,000 of that into a 2022 put. Again, I'll get more into that later about the max gain per put contract, because it literally is insane if they do go bankrupt. But my point being, that 10 grand has basically turned into 6 grand, and I am down 40% of my put options. But the thing that keeps me sane is all of these puzzle pieces that come together and give the general notion that this is gonna end up being another Enron. The largest car company in the world, you're going to tell a government agency to suck your... really? This is not a mentally stable, healthy person. Honestly, it's just... yeah, my puts are down 40%, but this is just looking to be an ultimate dumpster fire, and that's where I can sleep at night. Like, yeah, I'm down $4,000 on my puts, but it's like, you know what, dude? This is an absolute dumpster fire of a company. I'm fine with it. I will iron hand these puts because, my God, it's just... This is just my opinion. They're going to go bankrupt. It's going to happen. I don't know when. I'm hoping soon. I don't know when. But in my mind, this company is going to go tits up and it's going to fail. Now, here's the thing. People, like, I swear to God, I was talking to one of my friends one time. He said, like, oh, yeah, like, well, Tesla. But, oh, yeah, because I was talking about, like, shorting it. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, don't, dude. Well, Musk's doing the thing with SpaceX. I'm like, hold on a second. What'd you just say? And I went on to say, dude, Tesla, Musk, and SpaceX are completely different things. I mean, average everyday people are buying into Tesla stock, thinking they're investing in Elon, thinking they're investing in SpaceX, when it's like, dude, no. The Tesla company can completely fail, and Elon Musk will still financially succeed. You know, unless it's a whole federal freaking indictment and they just take all the money he's got. But you know what I mean, right? It's like, I was shocked to hear that, dude, wow, people actually think that you're buying into SpaceX. Like, you're part of that. It's like, dude, no. Tesla can completely fail. Elon, SpaceX, and Boring Company will be just fine. So, let's keep it going because we're not done yet. So there's actually one kind of cool thing that Tesla did do with their cars, and they implemented a vape, you know, to kind of help people from quitting smoking because that's bad for the environment, bad for the health, bad for everyone, dude. So Tesla, they integrated some sort of vaping system, so you like vape and drive. I'm just kidding. Model 3 cabin film with smoke, 12-volt battery issue, but yeah, yeah, because internal combustion engine cars. Yeah, they always do this. I mean, dude, it's just... The rabbit hole just keeps going. So, all right. Next one. I don't even have to cut the video for this. I can just look it up. I want you guys to see this. Now, next time you see a Tesla, I want you to pay very, very, very close attention to the panel gaps on these cars. And I kid you not when I say every single one of them are flawed. Let's scroll through a plethora of Google images. It's not even a close-up shot. But I think you can already see the problem. I mean, really? Really? Biggest car company in the world. And they're making these things intense. And look at the result of this. I don't think this is the result of insanely, sophisticated engineering and mass production, where they actually use robots to make sure the damn thing are like precisely built, and after seeing the panel gap problem with these Teslas, I looked at my BMW and I'm like, wait a second, my BMW have any panel gap problems? I look at the thing, every single damn panel gap on my BMW is precisely accurate with every other opposing side of the car. But look at this nightmare right here. This is not the number one car company of this world. This is the fad that came out and then went bankrupt, and then there's a couple Netflix documentaries about it in a few years. All right. I mean, and this is not a one-off scenario. You need to look at all of these. They're all just horrible. Horrible. Even more proof of the lack of quality control. Moisture gets into the taillights of these things fairly easily. Because if we look at the construction of how the panel gaps are put together, what does that tell you about the weather stripping and the water seals? Oh, they're probably just as crooked and uneven. So, makes perfect sense. Now, I just remembered this one off the spot, and that is the Tesla bumper flies off Dude, this has been happening to many people where the bumper just flies off while driving. Wow, they build some very, very quality automobiles and are not rushing production to keep shareholders happy. Absolutely not. My God, that is hilarious. Bumpers flying off. I mean, what more proof do you need that this is Enron 2.0? Because the recalls are going to bite them in the ass. That's what it's going to be. That is going to be the force of bankruptcy is going to be these recalls. The quantity over quality mindset is going to bite them in the ass. Mark my words. All right. Let's keep going. Screw it. I mean, I can't remember anything more I need to talk about, but I bet you I could find something. So let's get into the next one. All right. Musk's unfulfilled promises. As pointed out by Tesla Q member, Paul 917017360 in an interview. By the way, Tesla Q is the Tesla short seller community. It's basically just a community on Twitter of Tesla bears. And fun fact, the reason why it's called Tesla Q, you know, Tesla, obviously the stock Tesla, but then Q is what the NASDAQ will actually put after the company's ticker if they go bankrupt. Or is the NASDAQ or the New York Stock Exchange? I don't know what it is, but it's like some stock exchange, they put the letter Q after any company that goes bankrupt. So it's actually kind of a clever name. I like it. So Tesla has frequently failed to achieve its overly optimistic production projections, according to Bethany McLean. Musk's believers argue that the details of his ventures don't matter. It's the grand vision that counts. But McLean reported that many skeptics have come to see Musk's stunts as more unhinged than iconoclastic, and noted his penchant for making, I didn't go to college, what, grandeur? A grandeur? I mean, what, just say stupid statements. For making grandeur statements that he either knows are not true at the time he makes them, or that he has no real intent of following through. Like, for example, when the Tesla Model S first came out, Elon said, oh, Tesla Model S will always charge for free at Tesla charging stations. You will never be charged anything. When you buy these Tesla Model S's, you get lifetime free charging. Yeah, they went back on that statement. But if you did buy the Model S when they were saying that, then it's actually grandfathered in. You still get free charging. But yeah, it no longer happens anymore. As if, you know, Tesla's kind of having financial issues where they can't live up to previous statements. So others see Musk's promises as purposefully manipulative to the stock, obviously. Musk has made numerous recorded pie-in-the-sky promises about Tesla that have failed to come true. In 2012, Musk said Tesla does not need to ever raise another funding round. Since then, Tesla has produced negative cash flow of over $8 billion and raised over $18 billion in additional debt and equity. Musk claimed that the Nevada Gigafactory, Gigatent, would be a net zero emissions facility run on 100% renewable energy from solar panels covering the factory's roof. Wait, you can't put solar panels on a tent, can you? You know, I just feel like it's stupid. Oh, the Gigafactory. Like what when you go bankrupt and the Giga bankruptcy, like, dude, it's a factory. It's like, what, you're not doing anything crazy revolutionary. It's a factory. Like, yes, great, wow, made a factory. Oh no, it's the Gigafactory. I swear, this is just buzzwords to get investors excited. Anyways, less trash talking. Yeah, on the solar panel factory's roof. Solar panels covering the factory's roof. The Gigafactory has been operational since July 2016, but only a small portion of the solar panels necessary to power the factory have been installed. Musk planned to build a fully automated factory for mass production of the Tesla Model 3. He called the factory an unstoppable alien dreadnought. The machine that builds the machine. Oh my God, you can just already see the buyers submitting their market orders, paying whatever the sellers are asking for that one. However, footage produced by Tesla Q member, I mean, guys, the Tesla short selling community is, excuse my language, fucking committed. There's something called, like, they literally, I'd love to scramble for it right now, but they literally have something with a logo and everything where it's like the Tesla Q, like, ground force, and it's like the Tesla Q Air Force, and it's literally these people that will take time out of their day to go on the ground level and look at these parking lots and look and, like, you know, observe things from the ground and take pictures and videos to kind of, get an idea of their sales and deliveries and whatnot. And then they literally have people that have personal airplanes where they provide free of charge aerial photographs of these Tesla factories and these Tesla parking lots showing the fleets of Teslas that aren't selling. Like, look at this. Tesla parking lot aerial picture. And it's literally these, they literally identify themselves as like the ground group and the aerial group. But yeah, this is what they get. Yeah, Tesla shorts who take aerial pictures of parking. I mean, dude, these guys are committed. Like, you can tell they're balls deep in these puts, man. I love, like, the passion here. But yeah, this is why they do it, because they drive over and they see these fleets of Teslas sitting there not selling. And that's the reality of this company. They have a serious demand problem. Now, these aren't Teslas, but yeah, these are. So, dude, the commitment of the Tesla Q community is astonishing. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, the machine that builds the machine. However, footage produced by a Tesla Q member of activity at the Fremont factory revealed that the cars were largely being built by hand. Hence the panel gaps. And Musk eventually conceded. And you know what? At the same time, when they slash employee pay. I mean, dude, one guy actually went from $22 an hour to $10 an hour. I mean, they treat their employees like absolute garbage. They overwork them. They slash their pay. And it's like, excuse me. I can kind of see how these employees go, you know what? Yeah, they want to keep slash my pay. All right, screw it. Yeah. Put the panel on. I don't give a shit if it fits or not. I mean, yeah, they really do treat their employees like shit. Like, horrible. Like, for example, there's this one case where Tesla specifically said, hey, you know what? We're going to reopen during COVID, but if you personally don't feel safe coming to the factory, hey, you know what? That's completely fine. Go ahead and take time off. But you're not going to get paid. But what do? They terminated employees that didn't want to come in because of COVID. So it's like, is this almost the employees' payback? Building shitty cars? Okay. Where are we at? Okay. Machine that builds machines. You said this 3 times. Okay. However, footage produced being built by hand. And Musk eventually conceded that excessive automation at Tesla was a mistake. Or AKA they couldn't afford to build the machine that builds machines. Tesla ended up building some of its Model 3 cars in a tent. No, Tesla ended up building some of its Model 3 cars in a gigatent. It's a gigatent. Using mostly manual labor who use shortcuts. Oh. Well, yeah, that's the downside of slashing your employees and treating them like garbage. At large, Tesla has struggled with quality control. Really? I didn't know that. I'm sorry, guys. Sarcasm is a huge part of my personality. I got it from my dad. Producing an abnormally high ratio of flawed vehicles and parts. In 2015, Musk said he didn't think making fully autonomous cars was difficult and predicted complete autonomy by 2018. As of 2019, Tesla was ranked last by Navigant Research for both strategy and execution in the autonomous driving sector. Musk has claimed that Tesla vehicles are capable of full self-driving, and they literally call the system full self-driving, but it's an advanced driver assistance system. Okay? So they call it, when you pay the $8,000 to unlock the quote, full self-driving, yeah, they literally call it full self-driving. I mean, it's fraud. It's just fraud because it's not full self-driving. Every 30 seconds or so, you got to like put your hand on the steering wheel or touch something to let the car know you're still like paying attention. So it's just fraud, man. It's just straight up fraud. That's like you're misleading people by calling it full self-driving. And the reason why there's so many accidents is because they go, oh, well, it's full self-driving. The Tesla fully drives itself, so let me not pay attention. Oh, by the way, look up Tesla AI fails compilation. I mean, you're seeing people nearly being thrown off cliffs. Full autonomous driving, I think, is being very overestimated in the near future because there is too many damn variables for every single road, intersection, highway in the world for some little AI they developed to, magically there's just too many variables. Too many variables. I mean, I believe it'll be in the future, but it's just, dude, not 2018 full autonomy. Too many variables on the road. Way too damn many. Okay. All right. Musk has claimed that Tesla vehicles are capable of full self-driving, but Tesla's autopilot is only a level 2 advanced driver assistance system, requiring drivers to maintain full attention to be prepared to take control of the vehicle at a moment's notice. Full self-driving requires drivers to maintain full attention to be prepared to take control. Yeah, full self-driving, Well, I'd say it's like half full self-driving. Musk said that Tesla would have more than 1 million robo-taxis on the road in 2020. Experts stated the prediction was unrealistic and Tesla had no chance of achieving it. Later in April 2020, Musk admitted that punctuality is not my strong suit and robo-taxis could be in operation sometime in 2021. Musk said that 2019 was the year of the solar roof. Oh my God, there's like solar business is falling off a cliff, as shown earlier in this video, and was hoping Tesla would manufacture 1,000 solar roofs a week by the end of the year. Oh my God, you guys remember the chart from the beginning of the video? Really? You're going to come out in 2019 and say, 1,000 roofs a week? Dude, the solar business is falling off a cliff, like I said earlier. The solar city in my town's permanently closed. Like, I wanted to go visit it and check it out. Oh, and the Tesla dealership that is near me, wow, like, they chose the worst part of town, obviously the cheapest real estate, so. Enron 2.0! Okay, getting a little out of hand here. Publications estimated that solar roofs were installed on less than 100 homes and challenged his prediction. Then in June 2020, Tesla canceled many customers' orders for solar roof installations, saying they were outside of the service area. Customers complained about being upset with the decision. They had placed a $1,000 pause for pre-orders early 2017. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so there's also some really weird things that are swept under the radar. Like this former Tesla employee, Martin Tripp, who literally tweeted photos. Let me find this for you guys. This is a Tesla whistleblower. And he said, here's what many of your M3 modules look like before and after, because they are generally reworked. Aren't they beautiful? Yeah, like literally showing. I mean, I guess this is like before quality could, or no, are they patching it up like this? I mean, wow. Then he tweets out the whole thing. Like, are any of these VINs your car? If so, you have modules that have been punctured, dented, damaged. And then, oh my God, another thing I haven't talked about is Tesla lemon laundering. Like, they get these lemon cars and then they fix them up to a minimal and they literally turn around and sell them as a used car with no issues. Yeah, lemon laundering. Tesla commented several times that all their scrap and waste is being stored in climate-controlled warehouses. Could this be true? Let these pics speak for themselves. Hundreds of trailers at the new parking lot at GF1. Now, this is where it just gets freaking weird. Okay, weird. Like, what happened? They ordered him to leave. She exited high speed, nearly struck an employee. God, where's it at, dude? Like, they literally said that this one guy was gonna come in and shoot up the facility. I think, yeah, it was Martin Tripp. Where was it? Yeah. So they reported to the local police by Tesla's security department after they received an anonymous tip about Tripp planning a mass shooting at the facility. The police confronted Tripp and determined he presented no danger to anyone. Yeah, it's like, I don't want to go as far as to say this was Musk, but it's like obviously someone was going, oh my God, you prick, you really like leaked out details of, things we were doing wrong. So, okay, yeah, screw you. I'm going to like that literally sounds like somebody trying to just like a quick snap of anger, wanting to get revenge and saying that the guy was planning a mass shooting at the facility. I mean, dude, if you're a whistleblower just exposing a company, I don't think you're exactly in the mental mindset of wanting to shoot up a facility. I think you're just genuinely wanting people to know that they're being lied to. Right? So, man, oh man. Lot of stuff. So let's just keep going. I don't even have to cut this. Tesla lemon laundering. God, I love the internet. You got all this information at your fingertips. Wow. 3 days ago from Reddit, and it's not even a Tesla hate sub. Wow. Okay. Lemon laundering. Tesla also resells defective buyback cars abroad. Let's check this out. Norway is unparalleled for its love of electric cars. Yeah, where their market share just dropped 73%. Unfortunately, this has exposed the country to the same type of lemon laundering we have seen in the U.S. Lemon laundering involves a company selling vehicles that were once defective as if they were perfectly normal used cars. Yep. Now, where's like the proof though? Because there's a lot of like speculative fraud with Tesla that like I can't really say like, hey, it's 100% true, but it's like, like, hey, just put the freaking writings on the wall. It's kind of like, okay, it's there. Where's like the proof though? What's the? Oh, Ola Spakmo. Spakmo was one of the best-known victims of a defective Tesla in Norway. He took delivery of his Model S on September 21st, 2013. On October 23rd, 2013, he was already asking Tesla, still thrilled with the car, to repair a crack in the plastic cover on the left underside of the car, peeling on the left front trim, radio reception, water coming inside the trunk when you open the tailgate, and a leaky sunroof. AKA, when it rains, yeah, water's coming in the car. This was just the beginning of his saga, which ended 5 years and 3 crashes later. In 2018, Spakmo told us, Norwegian law states that consumers can demand cancellation within 5 years if a product is not according to specifications and a shop has been given 2 tries to repair it. Sadly, these would not be the only or most severe problem Spakmo would have to deal with. He sent Tesla an email message on February 9, 2018 describing the brake issue. Oh, it happened around 0 Celsius when there's a lot of snow. I there referred to my first crash 2 years earlier, how the car has consistently been brake malfunctioning upon start. And, well, let's keep going deeper. China, Tesla, brake. Because this is from 2 years ago, right? You might think like, Tesla was a different company. They got better quality control now. No. A Tesla in China that was built in 2018. June 18th, 2020, a Tesla Model 3 traveling through China reportedly crashed at high speeds and caught fire as a result of braking system failure. Oh! Wow, they already did recalls. Oh, man, wow. So Tesla's already been recalled 53,000 cars. Now, could you imagine, like, the NHTSA that they're saying that it's like almost 500,000 cars could be affected by all 3 different potential recalls are probing into right now? Oh my god. Wow. Oh, this is a parking brake issue. Jeez. So, I mean, let me just ask you guys. Like is there anything not wrong with Tesla? Like is there anything that's like actually like good? Like I'll say this, the Tesla motor, which I don't think is built by them, is actually quite impressive. The motor itself is impressive, but automotive engineers who reverse engineered like a whole car basically said, yeah, there's no way they're going to turn a profit manufacturing a car like this, because they're saying there's a lot of unnecessary bolts and screws and things that, increase manufacturing cost and resources. And they basically said, like, dude, they took the thing apart and went, yeah, they can't turn a profit on this. But their motors are impressive because you do get like 600 horsepower and damn near 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. So after this whole video, I will say, it impresses me how fast they are. I will say that. But at the same time, if I'm going fast in a car, I kind of want to, hear the and when you let off the gas, all the backfire, like bah, 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 bah. So I don't want to exactly just slam the pedal and just hear like, you know what I mean? So that's the one thing I guess that is good with Tesla is their motors are solid, because there's never been any problem with like their motors. But it's not made by Tesla, so Jesus, is there anything good with this company? God. Oh my Lord. Okay, so let's talk about shorting this motherfucker. All right? Okay, let's get into this. Oh, also I would like to add that Tesla is the most shorted stock in the world right now. Whew. Let's make it even more shorted. Let me show you guys. Let me break down the numbers on how you'd actually go about shorting this freaking thing. Because, dude, it's, from what I'm seeing, this is Enron 2.0. So, actual short contracts. Now, I do not have experience with actual short contracts. I really, to be honest with you, I don't know, because to like actually buy short contracts with a broker, you do have to reach like a certain balance threshold to be able to do it, because it's like high risk and things like that. So like actual short contracts, I mean, you can go about that your own way, because I'm not too sure about those. But the way you can short Tesla without any sort of balance threshold minimum is through something called put options. So yeah, it is called a put. So I like to say that I short Tesla because, like, what am I to say? Oh, I have puts. Yeah, I'm putting Tesla. Like, it just sounds kind of weak. You know, it sounds kind of weak. Like, oh yeah, man, I got Tesla puts. Like, nah, man, I got Tesla shorts. You know, that's what I want to say, not puts. So you buy something called put options. Now, I invest into. Now, I'm not going to explain how options work. Like, you need to go look up a video how they work, because I probably can't explain it very well. I do got a pretty decent understanding of them, but just if you don't know what they are, go look them up. It's basically you're just betting. You're literally just betting. That's the most simplest way I could put it. So please, like, if you don't know what options are, click off, watch a options video, come back. So now you understand what options are. Okay, I have all of my put options. Average are a $430 strike price, which means that if I'm buying a $430 strike price option that expires on January 21st, 2022, these right now, they cost about, I think they're like $3,800. I paid like $4,900 for mine. Oh, God, geez, idiot. What are you doing? Yeah, about $3,800 right now. Because here's the thing, you can buy short-term, weekly, and like monthly plays where, you know, they expire in like a month or two. But I'd say the safest way of going about this is buying either 2021 puts or 2022 puts. My honest, like, I'm not giving you financial advice, but if I was sitting down and you're my homie and we're just talking real, not talking any legalities, we're just talking our opinions, I would say do not buy 2020 puts. Don't buy puts that expire this year. Buy 2021 and 2022 puts. Yes, they're going to cost more, but that's because they're less risky, because you're giving yourself a lot of time for this company to go bankrupt. That's why, you know, I bought them for $4,500. Now they're worth $3,800. I don't really care, because they don't expire for 2.5 years. And what this means is that you are buying the right. So I'm paying, or no, well, I paid a $4,500 premium, right? So I paid $4,500 for the right to sell 100 shares of Tesla at $430. Now, there's a guy on the other side of this equation who's saying, what are you, stupid? This thing's going to the moon. Oh, hell yeah, you can sell it to me for $430 in 2 years. So that's why you could get them for so cheap, is because these Tesla fanboys are literally betting against you. Like, they are literally selling it to you going, look at this moron buying 430 strike price puts, man. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, free money. But here is your maximum financial gain per put option. Now, I have a total of 4 put options, right? And this means you are buying, okay, we're going to take my personal put options out of it. We're just going to say you're buying one. You're buying one, that's it, right? So what you're buying is the right to sell another person $400. No. God, I'm an idiot. Sorry. You're buying the right to sell this person 100 shares at the price of $430. Looks like a Y. Okay. So basically, by buying one put option, you are buying 100 shares worth of power. So you're paying a premium to get the right. You literally, it is your freaking constitutional right to sell them these 100 shares at any time at $430. So if you were to buy a Tesla 430 strike price expiring on January 21st, 2022, you'd be spending $3,800 to get it, like as of, me making this video and what they last closed at. You'd be paying $3,800 for the potential to make 43 grand, my friend. 43 grand is your maximum financial opportunity per put option. So if the stock basically goes to near zero while you have these put options, you are looking at literally 10xing your money. Now, I have 4 put options, but I think 2 of them will... No, I think one of them will probably expire worth, not that much, because I don't think, Tesla's going to go bankrupt by September, but... So let's say, 3 put options. But anyways, if Tesla went bankrupt, today, or next Monday, it'd be this times my 4 put options, which I've already done the math for, and it's, 170K? Hang on, let me, get this straight. 4 times 43K. And then, by the way, so if Tesla goes bankrupt, I will literally have damn near 200 grand, and that's why I am, so passionate about this. Now, the reason you know for a fact that I'm not lying to you is because if Tesla stock goes to zero, you know what you're going to do? With this contract, you're going to exercise your option. You are going to exercise your option, which literally means you have the option. That's what's called options. You have the option to sell that person 100 shares for $430. Now, when you buy these things up at $1,500 when they're going for dirt cheap, guess what happens when Tesla goes bankrupt? By selling this option for 43K profit, what you're doing is you're going to the open market and you're actually buying 100 shares of Tesla. You're buying 100 shares of Tesla for $0. So when it goes to zero and you have this put option, you are literally going to go out, you're going to buy 100 Tesla shares for $0 per share, and then you're going to sell it to the dumbass who is betting against you. And then this guy's going to go, oh, gosh dang it, man. So you are literally going to, you're basically scamming. I don't want to say you're scamming this guy, but he knew the risks. He knew he's risking a lot of his money. But you know what? He was just so confident Tesla was going to go sky high. So, final. Tesla goes bankrupt. You got put options. Goes full bankrupt, $0 a share, delisted off the NASDAQ. You're going to go out. You're going to buy 100 shares of Tesla at $0, and you're going to sell them to this guy at $430 per share. Thus, making you $43K off of a mere almost $4,000. So, if you're one of those big boys and you can afford a higher strike price, like 1,000, where it's hey, it goes to zero, you sell them 100 shares at 1,000. Oh my God. Yeah. You'd be at 100K on that one contract. I mean, dude, so all I'm saying is if you got a lot of money to risk and you got a lot of money you can play with and lose without financially destroying yourself, again, I do need to suggest, do not invest more money than you can afford to lose. But if you go balls deep like I am, I mean, I'm not saying balls deep compared to, in the grand scheme of things, but I got 4 put options, and that's 172K if it goes full bankrupt within all my 4 options. I realistically think it'd be with 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, but if it happened, it'd be 172K for me. That's life-changing money. And, Uncle Sam would get a good amount of that, but I will be getting one of these puppies. Oh, yeah, M3, baby. You know what? I don't know. Nah. We'll go M3. I'll get an M3. So, guys, that is the biggest short opportunity of 2020. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. You are awesome. And I look forward to the Netflix documentary in 3 years called Enron 2.0. Thank you so much for watching, and have yourself a great day.